What's up guys, and welcome to Why Should You Play Trials Evolution Gold Edition. The game is currently available on Steam to pre-purchase. It is released on the 21st of March and it costs £15.99. If you purchase it now, then you get the beta, which is the full game, but the servers aren't as good as they will be. Now, for anyone who hasn't played Trials before, it's quite simply one of the funnest games you can possibly have. It really is one of those classic get some mates together and just have a bit of fun sort of game. But it's got a really good single player as well, which I'm about to show you now. The Gold Edition includes all the Trials Evolution maps that you got on the Xbox Live Arcade, as well as all the Trials HD maps that you get on the Xbox Live Arcade. The game runs fairly well for a PC port. It's not the best graphical game in the world, but that really isn't what it's about at all. It's all about just having a bit of fun. It's a bike game where you've got to complete a track, and to complete the track you've just got to not fall over, which starts off very easy in the beginner tracks, but gets very difficult towards the end. And I do not pride myself on being particularly good at this game whatsoever. You can either play single tracks and you get either a bronze, silver or gold medal depending on how many faults you commit and what your time is, but you can also do tournaments and things like that. And there's also sort of skill-based games where they're just a bit of fun that vary from bailing out of your bike and trying to fly your wings, which I'll let you discover what that's all about. And you also get more random stuff, like trying to get a ball across the end of a maze. But yeah, for £15.99 that you get so much content, and that content is only enhanced by the amazing track editor that you get. And of course you don't even need to use the track editor or learn to use the track editor to benefit from it. You can just download other people's tracks. There are two different sorts of track editors. There's the basic one where it's very easy to use and you can create your own basic sort of track. And there's also the pro track editor, so if you want to have a few more effects going in on there, and you can quite happily get to grips with the slightly harder track mechanics, then this is the track editor for you and you can create something really well. But the main reason you're going to buy this game is for the multiplayer. There's up to 4-player split screen multiplayer, and if you have any sorts of controllers lying around the house, like an Xbox 360 wired controller or PS3 controller, you can all use them with a bit of tweaking for the PS3 controller, and you can have a lot of fun like that. Or you can play online, so you can play with random people if you want, like I am now, or you can, if you'd rather, play with your friends. And playing against your friends, of course, is the best option really, because it's a bit of fun. This is what it's all about. It's all about having a bit of laughs with your mates. And one of the best things about playing this game online with your mates is if you enable something called bailout finish, where you just press a button and guess what happens? You bail out of your bike and you can fly across the line, and if you actually fly across the line then you can still win, which is very amusing. But not only that, in single player all your times are recorded and sent over to the Ubisoft servers. This game does use Uplay, by the way, so if you don't like Uplay then tough. But all your times are going to the Uplay servers and you can compete against a ghost of your friends and you can try and beat their time in single player as well, which obviously isn't quite as fun, but it's still a really good feature and you're going to be spending a lot of time doing it. And I managed to win, go me. There are plenty of tracks to play, as I've said earlier, and of course you can make more or use as many as you like online that are made already. But at the moment it appears that you can't actually use the Xbox 360 maps that have already been made, so at the moment there aren't really many in the store because the game hasn't been released yet. And oh, that was an awful crash. But you won't really have much of a problem playing tracks just because you can download loads, and while there aren't that many at the moment, there will be plenty later, I can assure you. And of course you can have a go at making your own if you want. So track selection is great. You're going to spend a lot of time playing this game. Now as for the PC version, it's not too bad at all. The menus work with the mouse. If you want to use a mouse you can use keyboard controls, which aren't ideal but they do the job absolutely fine. You just use W, A, S and D. So if you have one friend over saying you don't actually have two controllers, you can give them if you're nice, or if you're not very nice you can keep the controller for yourself and make them use the keyboard. And I actually think that you can use 2 lots of keyboard controls as well, so if you only have a keyboard then you can still do 2-player, as I discovered yesterday when I discovered that I could bail the other player out placing the spacebar, which was very entertaining indeed. I have discovered a slight stuttering issue with my card, but that's probably more just to do with the drivers and this game, but it might be to do with the coding for this game, I'm not entirely sure, but it doesn't really matter too much, it's nothing that's going to ruin the experience for me at all. Now as for customization, there's just loads. Obviously you can choose whatever track you want to play, but you can customize your play, you can customize your bike, there are plenty of different bikes, and there's loads of different outfits, and I imagine if this game gets popular then we could see microtransactions come in and things like different helmets and novelty stuff like that, which people will buy because people love this game, and rightfully so. It's one of the most fun games you can play, and it's what gaming is about really. So let's summarise this. You pay £15.99, so half of what you'd usually play, for a game that you get unlimited tracks, a huge amount of fun out of it, a game that actually does look pretty good, endless multiplayer with your friends through time trials, proper multiplayer, and even for a change proper split screen multiplayer on a PC, and of course the high resolution that you get on the PC. So yep, it's not the most complicated game in the world. Yes, it is just getting your bike from A to B, but it's one hell of a package for $15.99. You get all the maps, unlimited maps through the editor. It's just, honestly, if you do not buy this game, then you are really missing out. It is just fun for $15.99. $15.99. Please, please, please go and buy this game. I will leave my Ubisoft ID thing in the description below. I want to see the tracks that you make. I want to see your times. I want to be able to beat you and crush you and make you cry to your mummy. But most importantly of all, I want you to have an absolute whale of a time with this game, because I can guarantee you, you will have a whale of a time with this game. Go buy it. Now, I will see you next time.